We all love snatching, but it is one of the most difficult movements to fully get comfortable with in terms of your mobility. Sitting in that overhead position, bar overhead in the bottom of a squat, is difficult for a lot of us to achieve. In this video, we're going to break down a few movements and a snatch warm-up that you can follow. We're going to start with some static stretches to open things up, moving into some dynamic work, and then we'll grab the barbell before we start lifting any weights. For the first one, we're going to set the bar up in the rig. It's going to be roughly in line with my chest if I was standing tall, and I'm going to need a hockey ball, a lacrosse ball, or something like that. I'm essentially going to hook that over the bar in a false grip, and then from there, I'm going to hang underneath. What I want you to try and do is almost push yourself to the side, let your lat stretch out, and then by moving across to the side, you'll open up your shoulder and your chest. We're just going to hold that for 20 to 30 seconds each side, and that's going to be the first static stretch that we do, warming up for your snatch. All right, the next one is getting thoracic a little bit more on that mid-back, and I think especially with guys, this is the region that a lot of people feel tightness in and will restrict that overhead movement. So this is a very simple stretch. The butcher's block, we can either go straight arm or on the elbow. So we're trying to push the chest through towards the floor, pressing down into the box with our arms, and again, trying to open up through that mid-back and really trying to get big through the chest and the shoulders. And then the last of our static work is going to be more for hips and glutes, for our lower body ahead of the snatch, and it's going to be a box pigeon. So tall box, and I'm trying to get my knee and ankle flat onto the box from here, and I should feel this in my glute. And all I'm going to try and do is, again, stay nice and upright, feel that stretch in my glute, and hold here for 20 to 30 seconds on each side. Okay, that's 3 static stretches that you can do. Now we want to start getting a bit more dynamic and moving the body ready to lift heavy. Okay, with our dynamic movements, we're going to start from the ground up and we're going to get into the ankles. We're going to do a 3-way ankle reach. So one foot is going to be planted. I'm going to reach forward with my other foot, not letting it hit the floor, driving that knee over, but keeping this foot flat. And I'm going to go out to the side and then backwards. This is really good for opening up the ankles, also getting the knees ready, but primarily starting from the floor and getting things moving with a bit of dynamic action. Start that one, couple of sets of 3 each direction on each leg, and that'll get the ankles primed. Okay, then we're gonna get really dynamic. We're gonna go for a forward lunge with an overhead reach, and we're gonna add a little bit of weight to that. With our reach overhead, trying to open up through the lats as we reach across and get into the shoulders. And then obviously with our lunge, we're trying to open up the hips and glutes, ready to take on our snatch work. This one, we want to just be going 5 to 6 reps each side, but taking our time and really trying to get that stretch overhead to open things up properly. All right, and then the last one, last dynamic effort. Bar is still on the rig. We're going to go into a wide grip, and we're essentially going to try and open up through the chest and shoulders and mimic being in the bottom of that snatch position. So trying to pulse through, open up the chest, and then relax on the way back. Just gentle pulses. We're trying to gently open things up as we're still warming up. So hopefully after a couple of sets of this, you'll notice a difference in range from the first set to the second or third set that you do. And finally, we go to the barbell for a little bit of a barbell warm up with an empty bar. We're going to hit this complex twice. 3 hang muscle snatches, 3 behind the neck push jerks, 3 snatch balance. 2 sets of this, full depth, warming everything up. Be the last thing you need to do before you get into that snatch.